Hi, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. I have a new journal share to show you. In this one, called the Echo, I have quite a few pages in here. It is, let me see, a 2.5-inch spine on this one, so quite full, well, about 2 inches, with 3 signatures, and the size of it is 9 by 6, I believe. It is 9 by 6. So it is one of the larger ones I made recently. It has lace pocket in the front here with a flower, beaded flower, and it has a lace pocket at the back as well. And it has a few different fabrics underneath, but the main fabric is this beautiful bluish meadow. I will show you inside in a minute. And over here is a luxurious tassel with a whole complete vintage bracelet on it. I thought the blues really brought out the cover colors and the oranges here as well. And then this blue here also. And so it is on a hook here, so that you can detach it if you wish, if it's too heavy, but it really nice. It looks beautiful when it's going to be sitting on a shelf with this bracelet on it and all the beautiful sea blue beads on it. So the Echo has a pocket here in the front, and this is the actual fabric with trees and beautiful meadow over here and over here. And this is something I sewn up this flower and just added a little bit of leaves here and a bit of a gem here. And inside it is a pocket. In the back you can write on it, but it is a pocket. It has a few things inside. You see, it has this a sort of a blank tag that you can either just write all over it or collage a little bit more, along with this cute little owl. And then a little bit more on over here about birds. And over here is a beautiful castle. And 1842 and so on. These are all vintage papers. And perhaps the Echo is the echoes of the past, and well, different echoes that we might come across. And this is also a very vintage piece of paper that you can use in your collaging or just enjoy it. So this is fabric. The petals of the flowers are fabric. Just put this inside here. It fits nicely in this pocket. And along the side here, on the edges, I do have some beads, but I'm going to add a few more things that I've kind of put in this little bowl here. Some vintage items such as this, and some clips, and some charms and so on. So I will, as I go along the way, I will add some of these things as well. I got this little like chalice or a little bowl. Actually, I got 3 of them at Value Village for about $2. And I thought they're perfect for, you know, when you take out beads, and you always need to have something because they go all over the place. So this is a good thing to have, little bowls or trinket boxes or anything, you know, of that sort. That you might find to keep those beads behaving. So the closure is cotton, and this is inside the Echo right in the front. We do have one of my mother's beautiful crochet creations. Not really a flower, but it is a wreath, as I call them also. Very, very delicate on this one. Very beautiful. And also more lace inside here as well. And this beautiful bird, Canada goose, and a little bit of a, looks like, I'm not sure what year, but anyways, it is a vintage calendar that I had. Now in the back here, it's ribbon and fabric. And let's see what else we have. So this is an original page from an old book. And beautiful, beautiful architecture in this one. And in the back, there are a couple of things. So it is a pocket, a little writing spot, and an actual stamp. It says here 1912, so possibly, I'm not sure. I didn't change it. I did receive a few of this type, and so maybe it is from 1912. I'm not sure exactly, but that's the date on it. And a little bit what I printed here, a little bit of a general card. And over here, another authentic souvenir folder, and of the National Historic Park in New Brunswick, near Sackville. This is where Maya is at university. And this is 1952. And this is what's left, Canada's National Historic Parks. And beautiful echoes of the past. And here as well, something very interesting, you know, to take a look at. And here also, this little cottage, all in black and white here, and in this beautiful blue folder. So I don't know if blue is maybe the main color in this journal, but not necessarily. So here's a pocket with a vintage page here, and a little bit of beads. A couple of ladies resting in a park once upon a time, and you can write on the back of this in this beautiful cardstock. And over here, this is from the friendship book, and it has here some dates and a little bit of inspiration, and it does have quite a few older homes or castles in it as well in color, and then a large tag that you can use to your liking. And a lady reading a book over here, ribbons all over, and strips. Let me get rid of that. And here's a small pocket with a couple of ladies. This is the Tim Holtz, a couple of ladies, one lady and a gentleman from Tim Holtz portraits, and then a couple of tags. And to go with the red, I put this butterfly here sticker and a little bit of writing spot, some of my digitals. Over here is a large card that I printed out on index card, and it takes, I think, the ink really well, and I like the way it looks. It's very matte, and well, inside someone's house, a little doggy is relaxing, and very, very cozy over here. So I like looking at inside homes to see what other people are collecting or hanging on their walls and so on. Over here is a wedding wish. It's a little invitation that you can write in the back. And this is a little pocket, a narrow pocket. Over here, some roses. And little flip outs here of different papers for collaging. And this is a fabric. Say your word. Just a writing spot over here. And over here, we have a piece of ribbon, a little bit sparkly. And here, a little bit from a book. Again, architecture and scenery. And a little bit of a flower there. This is also from a book. the blank paper. And, you know, I always have tabs on top. And some clusters, music paper, and this is the little hanging beads over here. Sari silk over here. Very old paper from a book. Bead over here. And this beautiful spread over here with vintage lace and a flower illustration. A Midsummer Night's Garden. Beautiful. So over here, almost looks like a garden over here with all the different colors. I used circles that I punched out and pieces of ribbon to make this pocket on top of fabric. So it's a fabric pocket almost. And we have a postcard over here. Beautiful garden. Well, I guess to go with the night's garden because it is a little bit of a darker light in here. So very beautiful original postcard. And also some art on both sides. Beautiful strip over here, and a gentleman looks like playing some kind of instrument. And this pocket here, I put, it is one of those, I think I have quite a few of these. So it is cardstock from scrapbooking, and then a home over here, and a map. So you can use these for collaging or just to take a look and read about it. And inside this one, a little bit of eyelash trim, and then just a few papers. Something that I found about living with antiques. Somebody else wrote that, so I keep things like that. And then more music over here from a book. Cello player, beautiful depiction. Then over here, I have an envelope as well. A little bit of my painting and some paper to write on. Inside here, different papers. Also for collaging, because I always figure that, you know, whoever buys this, where they do find an empty spot, or even on top of writing, they might want to put something, and this way you don't have to look around too much for papers and stuff. So it's already included in the journal. This beautiful lace here, more flower illustration, and a fabric sample, old papers, another little envelope over here, and a writing spot. Just a couple of things over here. It's good to go through this just to make sure that things aren't stuck. So anyways, a little portrait here that I printed, and also looks like a crowd out and about having a good time at the park. And let's put that back over here. A little bit of lace on the paper clip. And this is a tuck spot over here that you can put something into, and also has a little cluster on the top. Now, I said I was going to put a little bit more of these things here, so let me see, what do I have here? I have one of these little hedgehogs that I'm always using, but I do have golden memories of the 40s. It looks like 40s. So maybe let's go with love on this one. And put this little key on there. And it's very cute. It says love. So we'll let that hang out there. A little bit more clusters. And over here is a postcard of Southern pecan pie. Looks wonderful. I do like pecan pie. And this is a good recipe, so I will take a picture of that as well for myself. And then here I have more papers, and here's the good old days, dear friend. This is from the almanac that I have or had, and beautiful little ads over here. Paper super old, none of mine staining. It's already comes that way. Writing spot here, and whatever words I found that are a little bit bigger in print, I tend to keep those and use them. And a little bit of ribbon here, and different papers again. And underneath is a whole spot for writing or collaging. And here as well, a little bit more ribbon. Here in this ribbon pocket, some birds and little furry friends like the squirrel. And over here, just something that I use watercolor on. So a journaling card, and here as well, you can write in the back. Clusters and a little bit of hand sewing on this beautiful digital collage. Then I like putting contrasted papers together and then joining them with this washi tape over here. And another strip over here. This lady's, I guess, having thoughts as she's laying down in the grass, and I thought I would include, sorry about the move, include a very large tag, and you can cut it however you want, whatever size you want it. I was going to cut it, but I thought if it fits, which it does, I'm going to leave them both to be as big as they are, and you can figure it out if you want to cut it or not. And I have sewing on top of them. So this is the first signature. I do have super old paper, very fragile, so I'm not going to take it out now. It also has writing. It says, "Remember me." And this is old paper as well. Now, I wanted to put in also this very old map. I don't know why it says cream laid and no paper. Somebody, I don't know if it actually was printed on the map at the time, or somebody else added that. But anyways, in the back it is plain, so that you can write on it if you wish, or just leave it because it's just so beautiful. Now I have this tape, the brown tape, that I brought over from Croatia, and I'm going to put it in the back to kind of join the pages, the cracks together, so that it's not quite falling apart. I'm not sure that I need all of it, so maybe I'm going to cut it a little bit. It is sticky, of course. Okay, I did shake the camera, but there we go. And I like to smooth it out, and then it should be okay. So you have, I'm not going to do all the rips, but the major one, and in the back. So this is very beautiful. Just the feel of this paper. It is Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, so in the area that I live in. Super old. Okay, now we have to make a new crease on that. And note paper, and I'm going to put that with that because it came in the same book. So echoes of the past on this one, that's for sure. And then over here, a couple of vintage buttons, and just a journaling card, but you can put more into this. Laces everywhere. And here's another large card. This one, actually this one is the front. This one is also, looks like maybe in the kitchen. And you can see the beautiful door and cupboards and maybe what they have on top of that shelf, and you know, the baby and what they were wearing and some kind of dishes that they're using and so on. So in the back I also print on it, and so you can see both. And there's a lady here, more digital collage, and this is from a vintage book, flowers. Actually, I think maybe I was thinking of putting this here. So this is a vintage slide, and I don't know if you can see what it is. It is a totem pole, it says. So somewhere in the desert in Colorado. Actually, I was gonna, I think, stick it in here like this. Let's put it there to go with the rest of the vintage things on that page. More flowers, something about copper, and there is a pocket here you can fill with this beautiful fabric ribbon of roses, a little bit of sewing on the bottom, and then over here I have a couple of index cards, again more like journaling spots. And over here, from little tiny books, just a little bit of humor, it looks like. I have a few of the miniature books so that I'm using. Beautiful, beautiful color on this and print of the, it looks like west side of Canada and United States over here. And a little bit more illustration. Fabric sample from a vintage book, and Tim Holtz portraits. A button over here on this music sheet. So, you know, you can still collage over top of that. Here's an envelope with a vintage stamp on it and a little bit of fabric here. And inside it has a little booklet with some papers to write on, maybe a special story about something, and this beautiful tree, old paper. It's really for the tactile people, because you can really feel that. And April, the flowers, a little bit of a cluster here, and May next year, I suppose. So beautiful flowers from, not from Edith Holden, but another Victorian flowers, or such a book. And then here's a little bit of collaging card with eyelash trim, and a card, playing card that is. And see if we can get that back in here. More clusters and so on. And over here, a vintage postcard in sepia. Let's see if we can open this pocket. So it is a little bit like it could fall through, I suppose. So I put a little bit something here to pull it out with. Beautiful roses. Now, yeah, here I wanted to put maybe in red, it is maybe a Christmas stamp, but I like it, so I'm going to put it on. Let me see if we can get this glue out today. Or is it going to give me trouble as usual? Okay, let's put it up here. Okay, now, so I have a couple of things here that are hanging, and let's put maybe something over here. What else do I have in here? Let me see. Okay, so I have this one, which is like either a flower or an angel. Maybe it's an angel. I'm not sure, but I will maybe put beads on this one, just to give it a little bit of color. A little bit lower so that there is something along the whole side. I usually kind of check, in the end I'll check to see that they are all in a different spot, not in the same spot. And more from vintage books. A journal tag here, and a pocket where you can put something in. Lace pocket to go with this here. Greenland, it looks like in Iceland and so on this map, and this beautiful blue over here to go with this, and a little bit of sewing on the top. And here is another pocket, belly band. And in this old or vintage page, I put a little bit of fussy cut items. Looks like maybe window decor and something about a chair and a closet. So some kind of, house furnishings and so on. More flowers over here. And a strip that is just a staple with one of those tiny staples, and beautiful roses on it with a gem. And either you can leave it here and glue it down and have a belly band, or you can snip it off and put it at the edge somewhere, or however you wish to use it. And this is a little sticker over here. You can peel the sticker off. And over here, another little booklet from an index card and some of my digital collage, and then a beautiful stamp, a beautiful map over here with lace. And you might need the paper clip, or you might not need it, so it's up to you whether you use it. And this is the end of signature 2, and here's another beautiful house just to see the architecture at that time. And over here's a flip. Here's a repair tag. And over here's a lady, and the claim check, the other part, the bottom part of the repair tag. Now here you could put a button here or something. Let me see, I have what do I have here? Paper clips, so none of that would really glue on there, but you know what? You can also add a button or something on there. And here's the large card for this signature. A beautiful porch with it looks like maybe a couch or something that's outdoors in the summer and reading a book, just relaxing. Of course, summer is over and we're well into winter. Not with snow, but with the temperatures, it's kind of cool out there. More of my collaging, well, not collaging, but a printout of a vintage print. It's a little bit of a tuck spot here. And here's a little bit of maybe Rome's echoes of the past, the Forum, and a vintage stamp here. More flowers here, and this beautiful dragonfly little card, and a beautiful flower as well. And over here in this pocket on the bottom, I have a rose with different fabrics, and the back is a writing spot, so this lace pocket. And then over here is from a vintage book, the kitchen clock from a music book, and a cradle song. And then inside is a blank journal tag for your use. So it's a double pocket here, and we have tabs and all kinds of ribbon and fabric little clusters. And this is also a spot you can put something in, but I just loved the colors from this book. And more map, a little bit of doily over here, butterfly, and inside this pocket here you can collage more on top of that, is a journaling tag, this beautiful coral color. Oh, there are a couple of other things in here, also from someone's calendar, and a gift for you, a little card, and a flower card over here. This is my photography sometimes that I use. Stamping over here, and beautiful architecture. This beautiful kind of like lacy fabric. Kentucky waltz. All paper. Now over here, in this signature, I could add something, let me see. I guess I will add this here. And also I have either a paper clip with something on it, or this clip. I'm not sure that I need the clip. Now the little angel, should I put it here, or I might put it over here at the end. Almost at the end. So it is a large journal, but hopefully someone will have a use for it. Okay. So we went through this, right? Yes. So here we are on this one. Actually, we're on that page. And then February, March. And a journal tag over here. And it's a large pocket, so you can put more in there. More papers for collaging. You can also, take out a whole page if you really need to and use it somewhere else, even in a different journal. So use it as a supply book, however you wish. And over here, collaging. And beautiful architecture over here as well. Vintage stamp. Just a little flip out. We can be writing. So over here, we have a vintage postcard of different places, maybe in Germany or Austria. And a little bit of an ad that I printed for the piano, and also Stratford-upon-Avon, which is Anne Hathaway's cottage. Original little postcard. So original book pages, a little bit of water here that I printed, and then over here some more flowers. And over here in this pocket I added the rest of that piece that I had from the Ladies' Own annual. So some crocheting, I guess. Over here, patterns for it. Beautiful green over here. And in this pocket, brackets from a Victorian book. Brackets and different things. Sort of like, if you're going to pick out something, I suppose. And this is, you can just, like a pocket that you can glue somewhere, and it has a little card in it. And over here, more of my flowers and a little bit of postage stamps, actually quite a few in here. There's also the Queen in here, and some different things, different stamps. The lace here, and over here in this flip out, over here first we have the Houses of Romance, a little book page. Inside we have a gentleman with a little cluster here, and then on top of the gentleman, on this pocket, we do have a Lady Elizabeth, Empress of Austria, a beautiful book page with this portrait. And then in the back, you can also see a little bit about that area in Austria. And here at the end, let me see, there is a journal tag. There's a little bit more of scenery. It says amulets. Amulet on the top, which is a journal that I did somewhere along the way, amulet. And this is a view in Amsterdam. Beautiful. This is a large journaling card, and I put this vintage paper on top. And a whole almost page of flowers and leaves in the back. Now you can either put a piece of paper over it and write on it, or you can snip some things that you might need somewhere else, or just enjoy the view with this little snippet over here. Let me see if I can get it to flip through it. So a little flip through of the little cluster. So this is the end of the echo. Let's see, do I have anything that I want to clip? Maybe where we can put an extra. It's not really needed here, but since we do have yellow on here anyways, we can have a little bit, and like an extra paper clip in case you want to clip something else on it. And then all I have left is this clip and the hedgehog. But I will leave that maybe for some other journal. So there's quite a lot here to go through. I'm not sure exactly how many pages. I guess I'm going to find out when I list this. So a lot of pages anyways, and a lot of different things inside to look at and maybe even learn about and so on. So this is the echo. I'm going to have to put another book on top to maybe hold it down a little bit more. And I will be taking pictures of it and listing it sometime soon. So thanks for coming by and watching another video at RoseByNameCo. It's Rosie. Have a great day, and thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.